And we're back.
We're back. Yeah, we are back. We're back with the 7th episode on the 156 podcast.
Yeah.
Which basically means that if you took a day out of every day in the week, you could be watching our podcast all 7 days.
So which day?
Triangle.
That's your day of choice?
That's gonna be my day of choice. I mean, what?
Over sponge, ground beef, and Aristotle, that's your choice?
I mean, Aristotle doesn't even deserve to be in that conversation. But...
He created the conversation.
No, he didn't.
He started the conversation.
No, it wasn't Aristotle. That was Confucius.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was Confucius with his theory.
Okay, but Confucius is in the conversation.
Relative.
Oh, like the theory of relativity?
Yeah, kind of just how, everyone isn't late. Maybe they're just, or you're not late. Maybe everyone else is just early.
Oh, is that the theory of relativity?
That's going to be, kind of like the theory of relativity.
Kind of, or is it?
Kind of. Not really. They're in the same vein, but not quite, there together.
Oh, so it's like the theory of relativity?
But not the theory of relativity. Yeah. Just like how, Albert Einstein was not a lawyer. Anything but a lawyer.
He wasn't. I could have seen him as, a
hedge fund manager.
like a hedge fund manager, something of that nature. I could not have seen him. I could have seen him as construction worker, astronaut, not a lawyer.
Not a lawyer. Anything but a lawyer. Not a lawyer. He wasn't a lawyer.
He was a jack of all trades except being a lawyer.
Not a lawyer. No. More of like a hedge fund manager type of guy, not a lawyer. But yeah, guys, so it's been a little bit since we've had our last video, and we're sorry about that break. We're sorry. I mean, it was
spring break.
There was some issues going on with Big Mike and his contract and things like that, and we almost had to replace Big Mike for this video.
I mean, he needs to be contracted,
and he needs a contractor, whether that's for his new house being built or for his new contract that he wants to sign. But there's gonna need to be something in place to sign his name on,
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And things do need to, it's kind of defines the infrastructure of the community. So things, places need to be in their thing.
Yeah, and places need to be in their spots. And I mean, as we're talking about Big Mike, he
hasn't been performing.
He just decides to mess up.
To be fair, this is better than his usual performance.
I mean, are you really being fair, though?
I'm being quite fair.
How? I'm going to be quite frank with you. I don't think you're being fair.
But Frank doesn't appreciate using his name in that sense.
I'm going to use his sense in that name. And you're going to have to deal with it.
No, I mean, I'm going to deal with it, but Frank doesn't appreciate that. From me to him to you, we don't appreciate that.
Frankly, Frank doesn't have to appreciate Franklin's kind of sort of flow.
No, but the difference between, me, you, and Frank, me and Frank are tight. We communicate daily, weekly. You and Frank haven't had much communication.
Here we go with this argument.
You can't be putting words in his mouth.
Here we go with this argument again. And I mean, Frank is he plays in the name league. He plays in the word league. I mean, to be quite frank. But, Frank, if you're watching this, just let us know that you're watching this in the comments down below. Just, say what's up, say how's it going. And just make sure that you're supporting the channel. And for you guys, our audience, to be supporting the channel, you could use code 156 at checkout at mountainvalleywater.com. Use code 156podcast to get nothing off your order and a $5 surcharge, just so we know that you appreciate.
The website is mountainvalleyspring.com.
I missed the website. That's my bad. And we do have a new flavor with us here today. We have, what's it called? Sparkling water, blackberry pomegranate. What do you reckon it will taste like?
I think it'll have a bit of sparkle to it, and I can kind of
notes of blackberry, maybe pomegranate.
Yeah, I can kind of visualize it having maybe some blackberry or pomegranate in it. So just you're kind of tasting that with the sparkling water.
Kind of like a hint of blackberry, like a dash of watermelon,
Yeah.
And then just
I don't know about the watermelon.
A little kiss of honey at the end,
Do they use honey in
just a smidge.
Just a tad.
Yeah, just a very tiny amount. So yeah, I mean that's just all great stuff. I mean, hopefully you guys are doing well. Today's a beautiful Friday afternoon, and let's just get straight into it, huh? So We wanted to add a little bit of a new game here. It's called the Fast Fooders. So
the Fast Fooders.
Yeah, so basically with the Fast Fooders, what it is I have a list of the top 10 fast food companies with the most...
Is this in America?
No, this is worldwide.
Are any of these locations, or any of these, just before we get into it, just for definer terms,
yes,
are any of these fast food restaurants places that are not based in the U.S.?
No. These are all places that you could find in the United States, but this is their worldwide locations, yes. Okay. So it's going to be the top 10 fast food companies with the most locations worldwide. So why don't we just go? You have 3 lives. If you get 3 wrong, then you are done. And this will be on the screen for you guys, so you guys can visualize it with Luke. But please go
just
ahead.
confirming, I don't have to get them in order, though, correct?
No, not in order, no.
So I'm just going to be safe. McDonald's.
McDonald's is at that number 1 spot with almost 42,000 locations worldwide.
That's a lot of locations.
It is a lot of locations. And good for Mick.
Yeah. No, McD's been doing well.
McDonald has been doing really well.
He's been doing well.
You know, he's been doing great, yeah.
And then, honestly, I feel like KFC's going to be in that 2 or 3.
KFC is in that 4 spot.
Oh, he's in the 4.
Listed at 30,000.
30,000 locations.
Yeah. The Colonel's doing well.
So how many locations do you have?
30,000 plus.
And where are they spread out?
Everywhere that they're located.
Oh, so what you're saying is in every location it's one of them?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there may be multiple locations in one of them. I mean, they may do like that old 2-for-1 special kind of thing. But you know, for the most part, it's gonna be like that kind of like that. Every location has one location, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you go on and continue?
I think BK is gonna be a safe pick here.
Oh, are we going with the king of the burgers?
We are.
We are, and great pull. Burger King is going to be in that 6th spot, so you have the 1, 4, and 6 right now. Yes. Now this is where the list heats up a little bit. You know,
this is where it gets a little tricky because
the temperature is rising now.
With fast now worldwide.
Worldwide, yes.
I know Subway is number 1 in the United States, but I don't know if they have worldwide locations.
You don't know if they make it to that worldwide audience?
I don't know if they're in that international league. I don't know if they play internationally.
I mean, they play nationally. It's just maybe not be inter.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Subway.
Subway's going to be in the 3 spot. Very close to McDonald's. About 4,000 locations off, but yeah.
So I'm missing the 2 currently?
You're missing the 2, 5, 7 through 10.
Okay. I'm just going to go with Wendy's.
Wendy's snuck into the 10.
Oh,
You're staying alive here. 3 lives going into the last 4, I believe. The last 5. But why don't you just continue with the list?
Is Popeyes gonna be there?
That's gonna be your first mistake. Popeyes is not in there. Popeyes, I think, just missed the list.
Just missed the list.
Yeah, just missed it.
Just missed it.
Yeah, and just for a little clarification, all of these originated in the United States. They're all American-based brands, but this is their global restaurant count.
Wow. Okay, so is Carl's Jr. going to be on this list here?
Carl's Jr. You want to lock that in?
Yes.
Carl's Jr. is not on this list. No, that is 2 strikes there. You're missing a few superstars, actually. Some players who are playing in that 40,000 location plus league.
Wow.
One guy. One very notable guy.
He's pretty notable?
Yeah, why don't we just think of sort of like that breakfast realm and then, you know.
Oh, so in terms of fast food. So are we going to be going IHOP here? No.
And that's going to do it for Luke. That's going to do it for him. IHOP was not. I don't know why he would think IHOP has 40,000 locations. I don't think.
You said fast food, breakfast.
We were looking for...
Don't say Starbucks. Starbucks is not fast food.
In the 2 spots, Starbucks.
Starbucks is not fast food. Are you Spanish?
In the 2 spots, Starbucks.
That's not fast food.
In that 5 spot, we had the Domino.
These are not fast food.
At 7, we had Pizza Hut. 8, we had Dunkin'.
Okay.
9, we had Taco. Okay. 9, we had Taco Bell.
Okay, maybe Taco Bell. Those other 4, I'm gonna call the commission on you.
And why? And why? And why are you calling the commission?
It's unacceptable. Starbucks is not considered fast food.
What is it considered? What is it considered then?
It's considered a coffee shop. It's a cafe.
No, it's not.
It's a cafe.
When you search up fast food, Starbucks comes up.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, let's search up fast food right now.
Okay.
And we'll get his Google search on the screen for you guys right now for you to see. We'll get it right now so you guys can see it with us.
So here's what I'm going to be typing. Fast food near me. Chick-fil-A, Shake Shack, Best Damn Breakfast Burrito. Let's look at more. LA Buns Go, Fat Burger, Fried Chicken, Subway, Shake Shack. Keep in mind, there is a Starbucks located 0.2 miles away from our current location.
Why don't we just keep on going?
More search results. Shake Shack, another Shake Shack, The French Way, Burger Lounge, Subway again, Carl's Jr., Chipotle Mexican Grill, Fat Sal's Deli, Fat Burger, Jimmy John's, Chick-fil-A. Wait, more results?
And I think that it's interesting that we bring up this point. So why don't you just search up, is Starbucks fast food?
Oh, okay. Now let's do it. Is Starbucks fast food? So, while Starbucks might offer a quick and easy grab-and-go experience, whether it's considered fast food is subjective. It's a matter of opinion, with some arguing it fits the fast food model due to its quick service and drive-through options. However, others view it as a coffee shop with a wider menu. And Starbucks is just not considered fast food. They're a coffee shop.
So therefore, we are both correct in our own senses.
No, you're wrong.
How am I wrong?
How on earth is Domino's fast food?
Domino's is the fast food equivalent of pizza. I mean, you can call an order at your door. You can order it on Uber Eats. You can go in the store, pick it up. I mean, it's fast food.
That's ridiculous.
And so is Pizza Hut in the same vein. Dunkin' Donuts is also going to be that fast food because it is, kind of like that whole breakfast vibe as well. I mean, there may have been a little bit of controversy in this list, but I'm glad we had it all settled out.
And you're wrong.
I mean, I just don't agree with you. I think that's ridiculous.
How is that ridiculous?
Because this is what the list told me.
The list is who made the list? Who made the list?
Mr. GPT first name chat.
Okay, well, Mr. GPT is wrong. Mr. GPT.
How dare you speak on GPT?
What are his credentials? What are his sources?
Very high. I mean, he's sourcing. I mean, why don't we just see where he sourced this from? Yeah. Because it usually tells you this reflects the most recent available data as of 2025, and I have a plethora of sources here. Plethora. We are looking at Brand Vision, Wikipedia, Food and Wine, The Sun, Scrape Hero, QSR Magazine,
QSR Magazine's had some serious allegations recently.
Pickle Digital,
so Pickle Digital is now going to be trusted.
Wikipedia, Visual Capitalist, Reddit, foodandwine.com, finance.yahoo.com.
Finance.yahoo.com.
You are simply...
So now Pickle Capital is now
Yes, that is correct. You are simply in denial.
Pickle Capital has
You are simply in... Would you like to take a timeout?
Would you like to take a timeout?
No, I'm out of timeouts, actually. I don't.
You didn't save it for the next game?
No, I don't save my timeouts for the next game.
I've saved mine from the last episode.
I thought that you traded them in by now.
No, I saved them for the next episode.
Well, in that case, we didn't mean to ruffle any feathers there, but...
well, in that case?
And
Which case?
The case is closed, so I don't think you can get out of the case.
But was the well in that case or in this one?
The left one. He's in the left case, yeah.
Which left? My left or your left?
The other left.
Oh, the other left?
Yeah.
So like this one and then the other left.
No, the other left.
So that one.
Yeah, your other left.
So the viewer's right.
The other left.
Oh, the other right for the viewers?
Presumably, I'd assume.
So would you assume it though?
Assume? I would not assume.
You wouldn't assume it?
No, I wouldn't assume it. I don't like to make assumptions because when you assume, it makes an ass out of you.
You don't like to make assumptions?
No, because it makes... I mean, kind of the whole way that assume is spelled is sort of ass, you, me. So it makes an ass out of you and me if you assume. Assume, sorry.
But you're speaking in second person with the you. You're speaking in second person.
Is there a problem with that? Do you have an issue with me speaking in second person?
You just said it again. You.
I'm referencing you, as in the other person here.
You're referencing second person.
I don't want to hear this, bro. What did second person ever do to you?
See, notice how I shift to the third person?
What did he do?
No, see, now we're shifting to third.
What did he do to you? Tell me.
What he had done.
Why don't you tell me? Say it with your chest. But
and
that doesn't make sense, though.
But
no,
because
this isn't a fair statement. All right, so what I want you guys to do is make sure you use code 156 podcast at checkout when you order any Mountain Valley products, so you can get charged $5 more, because this is absolutely ridiculous. We need as much support from you guys as possible. You know?
Do we? Absolutely.
Probably.
That was a rhetorical question, by the way.
Was it kind of like in the same realm of that kind of like rhetorical analysis essay kind of form?
Yeah, kind of the same thing. We're going to be using trusted sources. No type of Pickle Digital, none of that.
Oh, no Pickle Digital? What did Pickle Digital do to you? What's your problem?
He's just not trusted. I've told him several things. Told him keep it under wraps.
Did he tickle your pickle? Is that the problem?
I told him some things. Told him keep it under wraps. They were unwrapped within the night. Like, he's just not a good rapper.
Unwrapped all the candy bars?
Yeah, they got unwrapped.
All of them were unwrapped.
Most of them were unwrapped.
What percentage of them would you say?
Feel like about 3/5.
Thereabouts, yeah. I think that's fair.
I mean, give or take, like 60%.
60%, 6/10, 3/5, 12/20.
Yeah,
kind of like all in the same realm there.
And they were unwrapped.
Yeah,
and Pickle Digital said he wouldn't wrap them.
He wouldn't wrap them, and they were unwrapped. So he did his job correctly, is what you're getting at. And you're disrespecting him for doing his job correctly.
He twisted the story once again.
When did he twist the story? The story is straight. It's not twisted. It's all a straight line. It's not a windy road.
Oh, so he's been brainwashing with his propaganda?
Oh my god, bro. None of this is propaganda, man.
Pickle Digital is not a trusted source.
I want you to go look in the mirror and think about what you've done.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you appreciating me for this one.
Yeah.
Appreciation is very important.
So, yeah, you want to save your time out for the next episode?
Kind of like the way that Coach Dan and the Lakers former coach, I forgot his name. I don't remember his name. What was his name? Darvin Ham. Yes, that guy. So they both inspired me to save my timeouts for future use, because why use them right now when I can use them later when they don't mean shit, right?
Yeah.
That's like the whole point of this. So I'm gonna save my time. I mean,
You could save it.
I would usually take a timeout right now. I'm gonna save it.
Save it.
I'm gonna save the timeout. Yeah.
Kind of similar to the same way Rashee Rice didn't call a timeout when going 130 in the Euros.
Yeah, and kind of similar how his mother didn't call a timeout or not wear a jersey that said Mama Rice. Well, she was stealing.
She's a bit of a porch pirate.
I mean, she was stealing packages from people's front doors while wearing the jersey Mama Rice.
Now, when my press team did get in touch with her...
Oh, your press team got in touch?
Yeah, we got in touch through the county jail, and she mentioned that it was an honest mistake. She had just mistaken the wrong house for the package.
I don't think that was a mistake. I think she was intentionally doing it.
You think it was intent?
And I think there was a lot of intention there.
I mean, per the official records, was charged. Yeah, she was charged with intent to
steal.
Steal, yeah.
So. That's just unbelievable.
But was she really intending to do it?
If there was intent, now can we prove that was her intention? Ultimately, we cannot. There is no proof there. Now, she did intend to not make anything better. I mean, she didn't return the stuff after she realized it wasn't hers.
I mean, or she could have forgot she ordered the items.
Or she could have...
No.
And it could have been figured out within 2 to 5 business days.
It could have been, but when your son's out here street racing, and causing 6-car pileups.
Oh my god! In just causing a ruckus, havoc, wreaking havoc among the
mayhem.
Mayhem. That's a great word too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
He caused a bit of a conundrum for the other cars.
It was a bit of a conundrum, and kind of like the juxtaposition of the whole situation is not very.
It wasn't strong.
Not very favorable, no.
And
very undesirable.
Because what had happened was, once he had lost control of the vehicle, the line kind of became a bit trappy. So, unfortunately, he wasn't able to get out of it, and White did win that time.
The King couldn't slide?
Yeah, the King couldn't slide. He was in check, so Black actually lost that encounter there.
So just so you guys don't know, this is all within the first 18 moves of theory.
Yeah, this is all theory here.
In sort of Damiano's defense. It's all gonna be a theory in the Damiano defense. Yeah.
No, but it's Alkine's variation.
Oh, Alkine's variation.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the E4, E5 knight knight c3, and then or knight f3, kind of pawn c6.
But then you apply more pressure with striking the center, pawn d5. Black takes. You bring out the rook. Queen e2. I think bishop c6 is a check. The theory there is for black to block with the knight. Bishop takes knight check. Pawn takes knight. Queen takes pawn check, attacking the rook and the king. Of course, king now has to sidestep, but the most common move in the position actually is queen b6, which blocks the check. You take the rook with check, queen has to block. Knight f3 is going to be a smothered mate. The king's covered by its pieces, and this is all theory, by the way.
This is all theory, yeah. I mean, very simple. I don't think it's too complicated.
No, I mean it's a pretty simple line.
I think it's been reached a lot of times in human games.
Yeah, no, I think it's been reached over 6,000 times.
Many times, yes. So just make sure that you guys sort of just play chess. Make sure you play chess.
Yeah,
it's very good for you. Very good for the mental aspect of kind of like these things, and kind of like sort of like that mental aspect. Let's just move into our next game on this segment of the 156 podcast, episode 7. We do kind of have this sort of chain game thing. So what Luke and I did before this is we made a chain of 9 words, giving the first letter of each word to the other person. And what we're going to do kind of is try to guess those words. If we cannot guess the word, we can ask for a letter, and that will count as our turn. If you get a word right, you can keep on going with yourselves. So why don't we just go with that little rock, paper, scissors for the first to start. And if you cannot start, then you do have chance for redemption at the end.
So do you want me to start with your chain there?
I mean, we can do a little rock, paper, scissors, shoot action.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Now you can start, please.
So okay, is it going to be the mall?
The mall?
Mall.
No, that's not right.
Okay.
Lady's finger?
No.
No?
Give me a letter after the M.
M-O.
Okay.
And this will be, sorry, I forgot to mention this earlier. This will be projected on the screen for you guys. Can I get a letter after that F?
F-I.
Why don't you continue, please?
So, can I get another letter after?
M-O-V.
Oh, okay.
Can I get lady's fingers?
You already asked that
I
question.
said lady finger.
No,
finger.
the plural's incorrect.
Plural.
And I would have given it to you. So, I'm going to go with the move.
The move is correct.
Move out.
Move out is not correct. No.
Okay.
So I have F-I.
Yes.
Can I get fight? Ladies fight?
No.
No?
You cannot. Can I get a letter after the O?
You have O-V. Can I get another letter after that I?
It's going to be an R. So, move over.
Yes.
Over, under.
Yes.
Underwear?
No. That is not correct.
That's incorrect.
Can I get another letter after that R?
S.
Ah.
Underwater.
Yes.
It's going to be water gun.
It is going to be gone.
Gun. Let me get a letter.
G-A.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say ladies first.
Correct.
First class.
Okay.
Class act.
Okay.
Can I get a letter after that U?
It's going to be P. And that's going to complete the word.
Class up.
It was after act. You already got
Or
act.
act up, sorry.
And then if I can get a letter after the A for the G.
A-M. So, act up. Up. Ooh, I have a V. Can I get a letter after that V?
It's going to be an O.
Okay.
So, is it going to be gun game?
It is going to be gun game.
Game time?
It is going to be game time.
Time. And is that an L or an I?
L.
Time. Let me get a letter for that L.
L-A.
Okay.
So I have up. I'm going to say upvote.
Correct.
Vote with a C. Can I get a letter after that C?
It's gonna be an O. And if I can get another letter after that, A.
LAP.
And is that gonna complete the word?
No.
Okay.
So I have CEO right now.
Yes. Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a letter after that C.
It's gonna be U. And is it gonna be time lapse?
It is gonna be time lapse.
And does that complete the chain?
Yeah.
But you still do get one more guess because I went first. So.
Vote. COU.
Yes.
Court.
I'll give you one more attempt. The next letter is N.
Count.
Okay.
Count down.
Okay.
Downshift. So it's not downshift?
No, so to complete the chain, it's gonna be Down syndrome. And that was a tough chain. I mean, for a first chain, it was pretty difficult.
I'm gonna give you a round of applause
Thank you
for the win there.
Thank you.
I mean, and Down syndrome does have that extra chromosome.
No, I mean he does for sure, and that kind of makes him a little tricky to grasp certain concepts. So
certain concepts, yeah, and he's down for it though.
I mean he's always down, but I feel like you kind of gave me. I feel like the difficulty of my chain was a little bit lower than difficulty of yours.
I mean, and he's always gonna be down, and that is sort of his syndrome. So like it's gonna be kind of putting that down and Down syndrome. So
Yeah, I mean that's just his thing.
And we just want to bring awareness that this isn't a joke. This is support to the Down syndrome community. We want to make sure if any of you guys are watching that you feel supported. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, we're just very supportive of the community.
For sure, absolutely.
And we have donated a total of millions of Monopoly dollars to the community to sort of support the Down syndrome community. Just so you guys know that it's not a joke,
No, it's and they're never to be joked about.
No.
Or taken as a joke.
Never. They're never supposed to be taken lightly.
And how light?
2 pounds.
2 pounds?
Still pretty heavy.
You want to put that into kilograms?
Into kilograms? It's probably going to be about 0.0002 kilograms.
I mean, the conversion rate doesn't match up.
I mean, and the conversion rate isn't like in my memory, so I just.
Isn't it 1 to like 2.54, something 2.56?
Into kilograms?
Yeah, pounds to kilograms. You want me to check on the rate for you?
Most likely, you can check. You can check, and that's possible for you to check.
2.205.
2.205.
Yeah, correct.
Interesting.
I mean, and that's kind of gonna be the conversion rate there.
Yeah, and kind of like that whole like conversion kind of transformation, transform.
Oh, like the conversions of it?
Yeah, kind of like you take like the trans in the transform, and you kind of get that sort of transgender type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people in this world.
I mean, there's got to be at least a few.
I mean, there's got to be at least like 8 billion people in this world. I mean, that's what the list did.
I mean, but Pickle Digital actually said there were only 6 billion.
That's not true. That's not true. Why are you shitting all over Digit Pickle's parade?
I'm sorry. Would you like to repeat that?
Why are you taking a shit all over Pickle Digital's parade?
So he can have his parade.
Yes.
I'm not going to attend
And
the
he
parade.
was seen saying that it is a parade inside of his city.
Oh, so like a parade inside his city?
Yeah. He said there's a parade inside my city.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, was that what he said?
Oh, yeah, that's what he said, boy.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So Pickle Digital did say that his sort of parade is in his city.
And whose city was it in?
It was in Memphis.
Memphis,
Tennessee.
I thought Pickle Digital was based in Gary, Indiana.
I'm not too sure. I don't think so. I think he's based sort of like next to the base, kind of like in that town hall area.
But I believe I believe his headquarters are going to be in Gary, Indiana.
Oh, in the HQ?
Yeah, the HQ are in Gary, Indiana.
Oh, it's in Gary, Indiana?
Yeah.
And what did Gary do in Indiana to deserve a sort of like county to be named after him?
Yeah, just a fun fact for all the non-historians currently watching this. So his name was Gary Stewart. He was actually the governor of Indiana in, I believe, 1907.
1907.
It was 1907 through 1910. He was the governor, and he had a huge impact on. It wasn't called Gary, Indiana at the time.
Oh, so they named the city after him.
But that like that area of the county is kind of where he resided, and he was doing his best work within the community and whatnot.
I see. Very interesting.
So when he stepped down from governor after his second term, they actually did name the city after him. It still stands today.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, incredible. I mean, there's a lot of...
Gary did some good stuff.
He did some great stuff, most notably getting rid of the law that prohibited Mountain Valley from being sold in 1907. I mean, because we know it's since 1871.
Yeah.
So, he got rid of the law that prohibited the sales of Mountain Valley there.
Yeah, I don't know if it was him or if it was his secretary.
His secretary? I believe it was him. His secretary may have written it up.
Oh, that's right, because Grace gave the period.
He did sort of give that period. I mean, Grace doesn't give out...
She doesn't give out that many periods.
She gives out commas, exclamation points,
question marks,
colons, semicolons, hyphens, sort of, forward slashes, backward slashes, underscores. Not that many periods, though.
Not that many periods?
No, not that many. And it's
but
incredible.
But she's punctual with the punctuation.
Very punctual. And sort of that's where she plays. She plays in that punctuation point, parquet.
Yeah.
But, she wasn't performing to the performance of that she is now. I mean, now we even have a term kind of named after Grace's period, kind of like that whole Grace period, because Grace does some amazing things for the community, and Grace deserves some flowers.
And what kind of flowers do you want to give Grace?
Period flowers.
Really?
Exclamation flowers.
I mean, if those are the type of flowers Grace wants, then, I say we give them to her.
100%. Grace deserves her flowers.
She does.
Yeah, Grace is just a great person.
Yeah.
Grace has done a lot of great things for the community.
The community.
Oh, you mean like the community college?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, the CCC, Compton Community College.
Oh, do you attend that one?
Oh, next year I will be attending.
Oh, you'll be attending as a student?
Are you attending right now?
The CCC?
Yeah, the CCC.
No, I'm currently at Burbank CC.
Oh, you're currently at Burbank CC? Yeah. So I am actually currently with the Southern California basketball conglomerate, kind of with those, Van Nuys X's.
Oh, you don't play for the Compton Jokers?
No, I'm on the Van Nuys X's.
Oh, to see me play for the Jokers, just given that you said that you would attend the CCC.
Yeah, but the Jokers are kind of not the best team. It's all about the Van Nuys X's.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Jokers... Their roster has kind of been in shambles. I believe 8 of their 12 team members
8 of their 12
were injured with some gunfire recently.
8 of those 12 kind of sort of goons were injured on.
Yeah, and it could have something to do with Tony Bartola sending some frogs, but after all that, you really have to understand there were allegedly some very, very large people wrapped in spider silk. And David Mox pointed that out to us, and we kind of had to inform the commissioners of the Southern California basketball conglomerate.
Oh, you had to inform David?
Yeah, I had to inform him about it.
I'm glad you told David. David deserves to know. And David's good people.
Yeah, and we're also working on remodeling the formerly known as the Crypto.com Arena. We're going to be changing that name to the Southern California Basketball Conglomerate Community Center.
I'm glad it's going to be changed. I'm very glad.
It's going to be CBCCCC.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
And, sorry, I'm forgetting what other teams are in the conglomerate. So I know we got the Van Nuys X's.
The Compton Jokers.
Who else is in the conglomerate?
You're not familiar with the Anaheim team?
Oh, Anaheim.
Anaheim. I don't know
either.
It's what, the Anaheim Sharks?
No.
Isn't that like a hockey team?
I think it's the Anaheim Ducks. That's a hockey team.
Oh, is the Ducks the hockey team?
Yeah, I believe so.
So I think it is the Anaheim Sharks.
Anaheim Sharks?
Then there's one more.
There is one more. I don't know. I'm just.
I'm blanking right now, but I'll make sure to get the schedule posted.
Yeah. We'll just talk to Juan Torillo, and he'll kind of just fill us in on the rest of the information that we may be missing right now onto this podcast. Sure. And Juan Torillo will be joining on the podcast very soon.
No, we'll be having him as a guest. We're just getting the logistics set up since we do have to transport him from the prison in Mexico.
And we just want to make sure that none of his goons, frogs, Joshes, kind of idiots following him. Make sure that we just have. Our guy and only our guy, not any frogs.
No, we're going to work hard to make sure he does get here in the
front. And he sent so many frogs.
He did send
He actually sent four unsuspicious frogs at my niece the other day, so you know.
Oh, Denise?
Yeah, Denise.
How's she doing with that?
She's been better. Yeah.
Better than before?
Potentially. Denise is not doing bad.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I met your niece, Denise, she was doing fine, but, I mean, getting shaken up by those frogs would definitely have a substantial impact.
It does have a substantial impact. And have you met my other cousin?
No, what's his name?
Hugh.
No.
He goes, I mean, his full name is Huey, but he goes by Hugh.
Hugh,
last name Jass.
Hugh Jass.
You know Hugh Jass?
No, have I met him before?
Hugh Jass? No? You've never met him? No? Not ringing a bell? I feel like you've seen it before.
Have I?
Hugh?
Yeah.
Hugh? I'm almost certain that you've seen Hugh Jass before.
Where would I have seen him?
In the sort of nether regions of the overworld. I mean, he's not really in the overworld, typically not in the end. He's kind of like in that like nether, kind of near like a fortress type of thing.
Oh, does he stay near the stronghold?
Not near the stronghold, no. It's kind of.
Oh, yeah. I saw him near the bastion. Yeah, he was
in the bastion with the piglins.
Yeah. Okay. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm glad that we.
Seems like a nice guy. I don't think we've chatted up too much.
Hugh Jass. I mean, Hugh Jass is a really nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, you can't complain about a guy.
Great person. No. And he's one of those guys.
And when you have a guy like that on the sideline,
when you got a guy like Hugh Jass on the sideline,
but not Hugh Jass.
Not Hugh Jass. You know, you want a guy like Hugh Jass, but not Hugh Jass.
Yeah.
You want a guy more like.
And this is why he was suspended. I mean, it was clear to me and the rest of the staff to begin with, but
I do not want to see him back next week.
He won't be back.
I don't want to see him back. Next week, we are going to have that sort of, like, relocation type of thing, and I do not want to see him back next week.
He won't be back.
Make sure he's not.
I mean, you're the one that manages all the facilities and whatnot, so...
I will do everything in my power to make sure that Big Mike is not back.
Okay.
I'll do everything in my power. And I think that's...
Do you really have power or no?
I have a lot of power. Very powerful.
How much power do you have in Rise of Kingdoms?
Oh, I'm at, like, 1 million power right now.
I'm at 5 million power.
Actually, sorry, I was telling you my power from 2 weeks ago. I'm at 30 million power.
Yeah, well, I was at 30 million just a couple of days ago, so right now I'm at 50.
Oh, see, that's funny, because 50 million power is like what, like, I was talking about my friend just now, you know, not like me. I'm at, like, that kind of, like, 100 million power.
Yeah, and that would be cool if I wasn't talking about my alt account. You know, my main account, I think I have quarter billion power.
Quarter billion power?
Yeah.
Quarter billion power?
About 250 million.
That would be extremely impressive. However, my main account, kind of like how you're saying, my main account does have half a billion power.
Yeah, but does your main account have a main account? Because my main account has 1 billion power.
Okay, so I have been talking about my dog's sister's aunt's best friend's cousin's brother's account. We kind of just have the same Ryan Musazade name, so you know, I was talking about his main account. Now, my alternate account on to my main account has about 3.7 billion power.
I mean, I'll let you have it. That's totally fine.
I will have it.
You want to have more power than me? That's fine.
That's fine.
You don't know about my alt account, though. That's all. I'm not going to say how much power I have, but it's more than you. That's all I'm
sure
saying.
It's more than my alternate account. Now, my main account, presumably more.
Okay.
I'll let you fill in.
I'm not gonna.
I'll let you read between the lines.
I'll
let you do that.
You do all this like chit chat, joking, who has more power, until you see my stacked account.
Your stacked account.
Yeah. It's a lot of power.
It's a lot of power. I'm sure it is.
I mean, he gets power too.
Now, my account that I play professionally with.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This account. Buenísimo.
So that's a lot of power, huh?
A lot of power. We'll say that.
Okay. And I mean, I think on this note, especially with E Sharp here, I mean, I think it's just going to be a good spot to end the episode.
It's going to be a great spot to end the episode. And don't expect to see Big Mike back here next time.
He won't be back.
Don't expect it. Please don't.
He won't be back in the facilities.
He won't be back in the facilities. We're going to kind of take away his key, take away his, like, you know, membership, his fingerprint. Yeah. Take it away. Make sure he can't enter the facilities again.
We'll take it away.
We appreciate you guys for watching this, and we will see you guys in the next episode.